The photograph of the Crisman sisters captures more than just a moment in time. It embodies the spirit of camaraderie and resilience that was essential for survival on the American frontier. Harriet, Elizabeth, Lucy, and Ruth's lives were intertwined with the rugged landscape and the extreme hardships that came with it. Their shared experiences and collective strength were pivotal in navigating the isolation and unpredictability of homesteading. The American frontier during the late 19th and early 20th centuries was a place of rough landscapes and even rougher societal norms. Yet, for many African Americans, it represented a place where socio-economic barriers that were rigidly enforced in the eastern states seemed a bit more malleable. Black cowgirls, like the enigmatic figure of Nellie Brown, played a crucial yet often overlooked role in the tapestry of the Wild West. They worked as ranchers, horse breeders, rodeo performers, and contributed to the agricultural and cultural fabric of the frontier life, navigating and challenging the racial and gender biases of their time. Charlotte Hall was a pioneering figure in the cultural and historical preservation of Arizona. Born in 1870, she devoted her life to capturing and preserving the rich heritage and natural beauty of the Southwest. Her extensive work as a historian, poet, and writer marked her as one of the most influential women of her time in the region. Her quote beautifully encapsulates her philosophy and perspective on women's roles and their connection to the natural world. Charlotte believed in the profound importance of experiencing life firsthand, as illustrated by her rejection of the idea that women should be limited to domestic life, confined by societal expectations. She felt a deep gratitude for the opportunity to immerse herself in the vast, untamed beauty of Arizona's landscape, an environment that fueled her creativity and passion. Joella Irwin's mastery in the arena captivated audiences across the nation during the early 20th century. Her unparalleled skill in relay race riding, the event for which she is most renowned, involved seamlessly transitioning between multiple horses at full speed, demonstrating not only her dexterity, but an extraordinary bond with her equine partners. As she raced between posts, commanding each changeover with precision, the crowd bore witness to a daring display of athleticism and bravery that set her apart in the highly competitive world of rodeo sports. Irwin's influence extended beyond her physical prowess. She also played a significant role in elevating the status of women within the rodeo circuit. At a time when societal expectations often confined women to limited roles, Irwin broke through these barriers by excelling in a predominantly male-dominated field. The image captures an essential, yet often overlooked part of American history: the enduring spirit and remarkable skill of women in the ranching industry. Ranch women, like the one in this photograph, were and continue to be integral to the day-to-day operations of cattle ranches across the western United States. Their role is multifaceted, encompassing everything from herding and branding cattle to managing the ranch's financials and ensuring the well-being of the livestock. The woman in the photograph, dressed in practical attire suited for rugged terrain and long hours on horseback, embodies the resilience and adaptability needed to thrive in such an environment. Harrowing journey of Olive Oatman, whose life became emblematic of both the violence and resilience of the American frontier. Born in 1837, Olive's early life was torn apart when her family, part of a wagon train trekking through the untamed West, was brutally attacked by a Native American tribe. This traumatic event left her and her sister as captives, leading to a period of assimilation and later, a striking transformation that would define her legacy. Olive spent 5 years among the Mojave tribe, during which she endured both hardship and unexpected bonds of kinship. Annie Oakley, born Phoebe Ann Moses, was a remarkable sharpshooter and performer whose skill with a rifle made her an international star. Although diminutive in stature, standing at just 5 feet tall, her talent was larger than life. In the late 19th and early 20th centuries, she was the headline act for Buffalo Bill's Wild West show, mesmerizing audiences with her impeccable marksmanship. She could shoot coins thrown in the air, pierce the edge of a playing card, and even split a cigarette held in her husband's lips, all with unerring accuracy. Stagecoach Mary, born Mary Fields around 1832, holds a remarkable place in American history. Her story is one of resilience, grit, and an indomitable spirit that continues to inspire generations. Born into slavery in Tennessee, Mary gained her freedom after the Civil War. Her journey from a plantation to becoming a legendary figure in Montana is nothing short of extraordinary. After working for a convent in Toledo, Ohio, Mary moved to Cascade, Montana, to work for her friend Mother Amadeus, who had taken ill. It was here that Mary's myth began to grow. Her duties included transporting supplies to the convent, a task that required not only strength and endurance, but also the ability to navigate rough, often dangerous terrain. Her reputation for fearlessness and reliability made her an invaluable asset, and in 1895, she became the second woman in the United States to receive a contract from the U.S. Postal Service, making her the first African-American woman to hold such a position. Nellie Bly's journey around the world was not just an incredible feat of travel. It was a groundbreaking moment in the history of journalism and women's opportunities. Her trip began on November 14, 1889, when she boarded a steamer ship in Hoboken, New Jersey. With only a single handbag containing the essentials for her journey, Bly's departure was met with widespread skepticism and curiosity from the public. As Bly traversed continents and crossed oceans, she utilized every form of transportation available at the time, including ships, trains, rickshaws, and even a donkey. Calamity Jane, born Martha Jane Canary, epitomized the wild, unrestrained spirit of the American frontier. Her penchant for dressing in men's clothing was not merely a whimsical choice, but a practical necessity. The rough, often perilous life she led required clothing that allowed for freedom of movement and durability. Whether she was scouting for the military or working as a teamster, her attire was as rugged as the landscape she traversed. Jane's deep admiration and affection for Wild Bill Hickok was one of the few constants in her tumultuous life. Opal's journey into the world of trick riding is a tale of perseverance and dedication. Born at a time when opportunities for women in rodeo sports were limited, she broke barriers and redefined what was possible for female riders. Her partnership with Bobby the Steer became legendary, captivating audiences with their seamless coordination and daring stunts. This level of skill and mutual trust between rider and steed was not built overnight. It required countless hours of training and an unbreakable bond. The photographs are remarkable not only for their rarity, but also for the warmth and joy they convey. During the Victorian era, photographic technology and social norms contributed to the scarcity of images depicting smiling individuals. Long exposure times required subjects to remain still, which often led to solemn expressions. Additionally, the cultural context often viewed smiling in photographs as informal or undignified. Thus, these photos of the Navajo woman and the Jemez Pueblo mother with her laughing child stand out as extraordinary and deeply humanizing portrayals. Despite the personal turbulence and heartbreak, Kate Rockwell's legacy as Klondike, Kate continued to shine brightly in the memories of those who had witnessed her perform. Her energy and charisma lit up stages across the West, and her spirit became emblematic of the rough yet exhilarating frontier life. Yet, the injustice of her exploitation by Alexander Pantages overshadowed the latter part of her career and life, leaving a bitter note in an otherwise illustrious journey.